Hey there, beautiful messes. Welcome to the Unscripted Mosaic, because adulting is hard and we're just here to vibe through it together. I just want to take the time to thank each and every one of you so much for going on my socials, following, liking, commenting, engaging. It means the world to me. Your inspiration, your encouragement, just all the love and support that I've received literally got me so excited to start this a little bit early. I know you guys have been seeing stuff going around that I'm going to start the podcast January 29th, but if you're listening, if you're watching, obviously we're here a little early and that's okay. I was just so excited and I literally couldn't wait to get this content out to you guys because, for one, I don't want y'all to have to wait so long. January 29th, that's like literally a month away. Who wants to wait forever? And also, I want y'all just to kind of get a feel of what I'm about, what the podcast is going to bring, just kind of get my vibe, see what I'm about. I know if you've seen my social media, you've probably been like, oh, I'm so excited to see this girl talk. I can't wait to hear what she has to say. And then you watch my episodes and you're like, I'm never listening to this bitch talk ever again. And that's fine. That's fine. That's why we're here today a little bit early, so you can find out for yourself if you want to stick around and join this lovely community, or if you want to find somewhere else that's a better fit, which is okay. That's fine. Happy to see you. Glad you stopped by. So let's just start. Happy holidays also. I know Christmas is literally like 3 minutes away. I'm pretty sure by the time you watch this, Christmas is probably at your front door knocking. And I hope you guys are in the Christmas spirit. It's literally another day for me. When I was younger, I used to be so excited for Christmas. And then the older you get, it's like you don't really see your family, your cousins anymore. It's not as tight-knit and close as it used to be. So for me, it's like, December 25th. Yay. So there's that. But for everyone who's excited, happy holidays. And welcome to this special mini episode of the Unscripted Mosaic. I'm really excited to connect with you guys as we wrap up this year. I'm just so glad that you're all here with me today. Thank you guys for stopping in. Don't forget, if you aren't following me on socials, make sure to go and do that. You can find me on Facebook at the Unscripted Mosaic, TikTok and Instagram at It's the And I know y'all probably like, girl, what is that? Well, the Unscripted Mosaic, the initials are TUM. I'm not promoting heartburn medication, unless you're trying to strike up a deal. In that case, give me a call. But seriously, so the next best thing I could think of was and Unscripted Mosaic. And then, if you guys don't know, I did get married this year. I'm a whole wife out here. How exciting. So that happened, and before I got married, my last name did start with an M, and I thought, the Unscripted Mosaic, that was a piece of me, a part of my past, a piece of my journey, and it was only fitting to add it now to my present life. So there's that. And also, if you think about it, life really does leave you like, did that shit just happen to me? Because I know me, sometimes things will happen and I'll literally like look around like, where are the cameras? Is this a prank? Because this cannot be happening right now. This is out of a movie. So now that we have that out of the way, you guys know my name, the Unscripted Mosaic, or for short, whatever you prefer. The Unscripted Mosaic can be a mouthful, so that's why I shortened it down a little bit. Please, if you will, type right now in the comments what you are most excited to hear me talk about. We are going to have a wild journey of amazing topics and conversations, discussions, and I just want to hear what you guys are excited to hear me talk about. If there's anything that, you're like, man, I really hope she talks about this. I hope she touches on this subject, or, whatever you guys want to do. Y'all are also more than welcome to DM me, email me, if you know me, call me, whatever. You can send me any of your stories, funny, bad, good, encouraging, anything that you want. Any testimonies for other women to also see that you're not alone, you can do this. I don't want to just only share my stories and my perspective. I also want to give this space for you ladies as well to, speak to me. If you have a situation that maybe you've never spoken to anyone about and you want to get it out there anonymously and get some feedback on it, I'm only a message away. Send it my way. There's no judgment here. Well, a little. But it won't be anything major. You can expect for this podcast, on this journey, as you're listening, you will find that you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll be excited, you'll be motivated, you'll be encouraged, you'll be uncomfortable. And if you plan on growing here, uncomfortable is a good thing. So that is a little bit of what you can expect on this wild ride of the Unscripted Mosaic. Now, this is going to be season 1, and for season 1, the theme of this season is going to be the fruit of the Spirit. If you ladies are not familiar with what the fruit of the Spirit is, it's basically when a person accepts Christ as their Savior, they receive the power of the Holy Spirit. That Spirit is used to overcome the sinful nature and develop the character of Christ. The character of Christ is marked by the fruit of the Spirit. There are 9 characteristics. Now, I'm going to name those off for you, but first I want you to think about which one of these characteristics is the strongest with you, what resonates with you, and what is something that you need to work on a little bit. Without further ado, let's get into those characteristics. Here are the 9. We have love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Just think about that. Which characteristic are you most excelled in? I'll tell you, for me, it's kindness. And I used to hate it. We will get into that on this journey, but not today. I will just say that I have kindness down packed. Just ask the homeless guy. I just gave him my last $5, and I mean, yay, I'm helping. I love helping people. No matter what, I would give someone the shirt off my back, my last anything, because I'm just so kind, and I did have to learn to accept that. And also self-control, and that can be about anything. For me, it's shopping. Now, some may say, my husband, that I have a shopping addiction, but I think he has never once considered that the shopping may be addicted to me. Do you ever see me emailing Fashion Nova, Shein, Amazon? Do you ever see me texting them, DMing them, anything? No, they're messaging me. They want me to shop with them. So I think they're addicted to me, because why don't they just leave me alone? Why? They never do. 50% off this, 50% off that. 50% off in this economy, that's free, and I'll take it. So that's something I definitely need to work on. And I also just kind of live my life by the motto, we're all gonna die one day. One day I will not be here. I don't know. That could be in 5 minutes. That could be in 5 years. That could be in 5 weeks. That could be in 5 months. We don't know. And what a shame it would be if I died and I didn't buy all those 5 Stanleys. You know, like that. You just gotta really think about these kind of things, you know? Like, would you really want to leave the earth and you didn't spend your last $20? How sad. I know. But seriously, let's dive in. Now, I apologize in advance for all the information, but I am very excited. Please feel free to listen again and again and again. No, I'm just kidding. But you get my point. So, I am going to get into the deep part now. We're going to talk about my why. Why in the hell did Octavia start a podcast when the girl barely says 5 words to someone in person? Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, boo. What am I doing here? Well, let's get into it. First of all, when I started this podcast, I was nervous. I was like, I don't have a lot of followers, and that's, that was scary and nerve-wracking. That's why I gave myself like almost a month and a half to plan this, because I wanted to make sure that when I started this podcast, it was for the right reasons. I felt very convicted to share my story, to share my experiences. I see so many people sharing their opinions, and they almost seem as though because they have an opinion about something that no one else can have a different say. And so for once, I just wanted to create a space where women can come and feel heard and understood. Like, wow, someone else out there knows exactly what I'm going through. Someone else understands what I'm going through. Or, oh my gosh, like I have the same perspective, or I have the same mindset. Even if it's not my mindset or my perspective, I'm sure that you lovely ladies are going to find someone in the comments, anywhere on my page, you'll find someone that you'll connect with, and you guys could grow a strong bond. And that's what I want to see. That's what I wanted to create. I want to create a place where women can come, and it's not a competition. Everyone here is literally here to help each other grow and build. I want y'all to learn from my mistakes. If you're younger than me, I definitely want you to listen to this and hear my words. I know sometimes you will be joking around and stuff, and I'm not really I don't take life really serious sometimes, so it might seem like this girl does not give a shit at all. But I do care. And so when I'm talking to the young ladies especially, like, I really want y'all to listen and hear my testimony, my words, the stuff that I had to go through to grow into the woman that I am today, because I did not get here overnight. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of pain. It took a lot of effort to mold myself into the woman that I am. It also took walking with God, cutting things out of my life that no longer serves me. It took a lot. And so I want you guys to hear all of that, so that way you can take what I've went through, to take my perspectives, the other women's perspectives who have ideas and thoughts and comments on the matter, and really learn from that and grow and become the best version of yourself. Because sometimes we don't always grow up with the strongest role models as women, and sometimes you're not always hearing the things that you need to hear. Sometimes people are just telling you things that they want you to hear. They're not telling you things to actually help you and benefit you and help you grow. They're just telling you things to, oh yeah girl, yeah girl, call in today, don't go to work, yeah, you don't need to do that, you don't need no job, you can go find you a man, take care of you. You know, whatever the case may be, they're not trying to help you. They're literally trying to sabotage you, because they don't want to see you in a better position than they are. And I hate that about society now. Like, why can't we all just uplift each other and help each other and just motivate each other to become our best selves? If you know that this person is not going to make it by doing the things that they're doing, why don't you help them and direct them and show them the right path, instead of sitting there cheering them on down the wrong path? And so that is my why of starting the Unscripted Mosaic, because life is very unscripted. Very. I mean, stuff happens literally all the time at any given moment, randomly, whenever. I hope that resonated with you guys. I hope that you guys really take this serious when I say that this is a safe space. I don't want to see any hate. I want everyone to feel loved, appreciated, accepted, welcomed. So let's create that community, so that women can finally have a place, young women can finally have a place where we're not here to judge you. We're here to literally understand and give you feedback. I mean, obviously we're humans. There's gonna be a little bit of judgment, but it's not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I would never do that. Because if I've learned anything in life, never say never. Never say what you're not gonna do, because the Lord will show you, yes you will. Yeah, you'll do it. And then he'll use that as a lesson to never say never. Because it's happened to me plenty of times. Okay, so I know I told you guys that I don't want this to be a space where I'm just literally telling you all about my life, all about my stories, and I'm just here like preaching a little sermon to you guys, and I'm here being a motivational. No, I want this to be like, I want this to feel like we're at a sleepover. You guys are like right here with me. We're chilling, we're gossiping, we're talking. But we're doing more than just gossiping. We're also growing in the process. You can gossip and have a good time all in one, okay? It's possible. It's all about balance. I have been struggling with this a lot. God has done his big one when it's come to the Unscripted Mosaic, because I started this idea and everything literally just fell into place. Like the name, the ideas, the episodes, like it's happened so fast. I was expecting to get maybe 1 or 3 episodes done. I've done 7. I've written out 7 episodes. And so that's a big deal for me, because I know I said I was really passionate and excited about this project, but just seeing how the Lord has shown up and seeing little sweet coincidences, you know, during setting up the podcast corner, you know, just getting little items that I'm like, oh wow, like this is why God led me to this. It's just so surreal to see. I love that about God. He's very intentional. He's always on time. Everything always happens exactly when it's supposed to, exactly as it should. And I love that. I won't call this a Christian podcast, because me personally, I am still very much on my walk with Christ. Like, I have a lot of work to do. I've done a lot of work, but there's still much more to do. And so I wouldn't feel comfortable preaching to you guys the word, because I don't even know the word as good as I want to. So even though we will be talking about God, I don't want anyone to feel like, who does she think she is to be giving us this information about the Lord and our relationship when she's cussing or she's doing this and she's doing that. So that is exactly why I'm not going to call this a Christian podcast, because I don't want to be a hypocrite. I know what I need to do with my walk in faith, and now it's up to you to decide what you need to do with your own personal walk with faith, because we each have our own walk. We're not walking side by side, best friends, arm in arm. I'm walking with God, you're walking with God. It's our own journey. We're all going to different places that God wants us to be at. So I will simply just be sharing with you guys how God has shown up in my life, how he saved me from many situations. In fact, there was one incident where I thought I was going to jail for kidnapping. Like, I literally thought that I was going to have a wanted poster by morning. I was going to be on the news. It was that bad. But God, he saved me, seriously, from that situation. And that is another story for another day. Now, this year was really smooth. I don't want to say smooth. It was rough. It was rough, y'all. Goodbye 2024. You will not be missed at all. I mean, I got married in 2024, so that's amazing. That is awesome, but that was only 1 month, August. For me, the beginning of the year was like wedding planning, birthday, Thanksgiving, birthday, Christmas, New Year, and now the podcast. So my year has been about the importance of creativity, because I have created a lot. I started a brownie business. That was fun. I love that. I'm starting a podcast now. So I have been creating a lot this year. Connecting. I've been connecting a lot as well. I've made a lot of new friends. Even though they're just like social media friends, it's still nice to be able to talk to other people. And moving to a new city is like, oh my gosh, I know no one here. So having those connections, even if it's on social media, even if it's just FaceTiming, it's been nice. I've connected a lot this year, and I've had to embrace growth. Now, that's a lot. We won't discuss this fully right now, but growing, I've had to do, we're always growing, but this year, personally, becoming a wife, it really changed my outlook and perspective on life. I feel like once I got married, I gained so much more wisdom than I had before. And just having to grow with that, like realizing that sometimes the married life can be boring, but just because it's boring doesn't make it bad. And my husband will be guest starring. Yes, he'll be guest starring on the show for an episode, and we'll get all into all the marriage topics. So like I said, if you guys have anything you guys want me to talk about, you're excited for me to say, go ahead and comment that right now if you haven't already. And also, if there's anything that you want to hear me speak on, like I said, my husband will be coming for an episode. So if you have anything in your relationship you want to talk about, I know 50-50 is a big topic, big conversation right now, so we can definitely talk about 50-50. Anything that y'all want to hear, I'm all game for it. DM, text, emails, comments, whatever. It can be anonymous. If you have to make, I don't care if you have to make a fake email. I don't care if you have to make a spam account, but if you want it to be anonymous so I don't know who you are, that's totally fine. I respect your privacy. I would never, ever show anyone who it was. I would never tell anyone who it was, because it's not anyone's business. It's not. So just know that your secrets are safe with me. Even though is like the acronym for the podcast, that's like my filler word. See, I say it all the time. I can't stop. So we're just gonna roll with it. I guess that'll just be the new thing, since it's already a filler word. Yeah, anyways. All right, we're about to wrap it up because we've been going on for a while. I'm excited, y'all. Season 1 is going to be incredible, and I can't wait to share new stories, new thoughts, and conversation with you very soon. This is just the beginning of something exciting, and I hope you'll join me as we step into this next chapter. I'll have so much more to share with you as we start this journey. Now, I've had some heavy life moments, but laughter has been a really huge factor in healing, and I don't want to offend anyone if my dark humor is ever too dark. Please grab a tissue, grab the door, and get out, because I don't care. I'm just kidding. But seriously, y'all, like, life is already hard enough. Like, why make it worse by having to be sad about stuff? I've been sad for months on end at a time, and when you just choose to laugh about it, it makes life so much better. But it also helps you heal whatever you're going through just by laughing about it, because it's like, damn, that's crazy. So yeah, please remember, laugh, have some joy, be thankful, and sometimes instead of mourning, sometimes we need to celebrate life. I hope you guys find whatever light you need on your journey. And I think the biggest thing for me this year is probably realizing that I create life. I keep wanting for someone to call and suddenly the traditions are back, meeting up again, or even someone calling and telling me what to do whenever I have no idea what to do. But then I realize I'm the adult. It's me. I'm the one who's going to call. I'm the one who's making the decisions. No one is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. No one is coming to help you. You have to help yourself. No one is coming to fix any part of your life. You're the fixer. So grab your tools and get to work. Well, we are almost done with this episode. I hope this holiday season brings you joy, peace, and time with your loved ones. You guys, please take care of yourselves and cherish these moments, because life is so short and you don't know how long you have with your loved ones. So please, please take the time to slow down, recharge, and celebrate the small things. This time of year is all about gratitude, kindness, and making memories. I'm so excited to continue this journey with you in 2025. And speaking of gratitude, oh, I got something exciting for y'all. Okay, a little sneak peek at something that we're going to be doing every episode, minus this one. This is going to be called the Mosaic Challenge. It's going to be an interactive and creative journey that encourages connection, growth, and discovery. I'll be sharing more details soon, but I can't wait to invite you all to be a part of this experience, so stay tuned. It's going to be so much fun, and of course, since I'm so kind, there will be an amazing gift for the winner, so make sure to participate. All right, babes, that's enough yapping for me tonight. Good night, sweethearts. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you're feeling inspired, cozy, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. So grab your blanket, put on your favorite movie, and remember, you're doing amazing and you got everything you need to keep shining. Again, I won't stop saying thank you, so don't even think about it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the love and support. Now, I know I said we were almost done, which we are. A few more messages before we are off to bed. We're going to close out every episode with a few things. First, we're going to start with the verse of the day. Proverbs 31:25, and it says, "She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future." That's a good one for the first start. Okay, so now, before you turn me off, let's get into our bedtime story. So a very fond memory that I have of my mom is her reading to me the book Goodnight Moon. So I know a lot of you women may or may not have had parents who read bedtime stories to you every night, and that could be something that helps us heal our inner child. And so I thought it would be nice to incorporate that. At the end of every episode, we will be reading Goodnight Moon. If you guys do get tired of hearing Goodnight Moon, feel free to contact me, and you can send me the title of a book, and I'll do my best to order it and make sure it arrives so that way we can read something new. But for now, it's going to be Goodnight Moon. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon, and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house and a young mouse, and a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Good night, comb. And good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady who was whispering hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. The end. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Unscripted Mosaic. It's been wonderful having you guys here, listening, chatting with you all. I hope you love the content. I can't wait till January 29th to show you more. So, the schedule. January 29th will be our first episode. It will drop at 9 p.m. From there, you can expect me here at 9 p.m. every Saturday night, bringing you wonderful episodes. Oh, and if you love this episode, don't forget to like, share, and comment. It means the world to me, and it helps us keep this journey going. See you January 29th.